Worried you won't be able to keep up with the grandkids? The strength to lift them up, to run after them, or even to get up off the floor after you finish playing with them? If so, I've got the solution for you. These are the 3 strength exercises that you can master before or during your grandma years to become stronger, steady, and ready for playtime. And while I have trained hundreds of soon-to-be or current grandmas, I have to say that I love these exercises for non-grandmas too. In this video, you'll learn how to create balance in both sides of your body so that you can reduce knee pain or back pain when you're lifting something heavy, like a kid. How to increase your sit to stand strength and mobility, whether you're holding a kid at the same time or not. And number 3, how to master your strength so you can get up from the floor quickly and easily. One reason I've spent nearly 20 years helping women over 50 get strong is inspired by my mom, who has stayed active and connected with her grandkids because she maintains her strength and mobility. It all begins with a foundation and knowing how to progress step by step. If you want to do the same, then join my free masterclass. Inside, I'll talk about the 3-phase food and fitness formula every woman over 50 needs to know. The link is in the description. Okay, let's get started. The first exercise is the hip hike. So oftentimes you'll notice that you'll carry a child on one side over the other, and look what happens. You pop the hip without even realizing it. This creates a lot of instability in the low back, and a lot of times it can create low back issues. So what we want to do is stand tall and really create a lot of strength in our hips and our obliques, so in our stomach. Your feet are shoulder width apart, and you have something close by to hold on to if you have issues with balance. If you're worried that you might pooch out the bottom when you do this exercise, go right up against a wall to make sure that your hips stay level. It's really important that you are a straight line from the top of your head all the way to your heels. No pooching back. Place your fingertips on your hip bone, and then place your thumb on the bottom of your rib cage. So notice that space that is between your hip and your rib. We're going to expand and shrink that space. Begin by hiking one hip up towards the ribs. Notice how that space, it decreases. And then press your foot back down onto the ground. Hip comes up towards your rib cage and back down. If you have good balance, you can always let go as you decrease the space between your hip and your rib, and then you press your foot down onto the ground. We're looking for a straight line from the top of the head all the way to the heels. Aim for 10 repetitions on each side. So you might notice as well that the leg that's firmly planted on the ground, that's the one that starts burning and you start to feel it. And that's because your hips are stabilizing and your glutes on that opposite side are working to keep you balanced. Exercise number 2 is a one-sided weighted squat. Just a quick tip. I suggest you choose a weight that's the size of your grandbaby now, because that is literally what you're holding all the time. If you have an older grandchild and it's usually just a quick pickup, or you don't have a grandchild yet, the weight will vary depending on what you feel comfortable doing, of course, but I suggest 10 pounds. To put it into perspective, babies grow very, very quickly, and 10 pounds is a great starting point. It's something you might be used to carrying anyways, because grocery bags on average weigh 10 pounds. And I'm sure you're carrying your grocery bags to the car, right? If you're brand new to exercise and you're worried about sitting to standing, how that's gonna affect your knees or your back, then by all means grab a chair and we'll do low option first. You're gonna grab one weight, that's right, only one weight. And just like those hip hikes, we are standing tall and the space between our ribs and our hips is the same. So just checking in here, yep, okay, I'm not leaning to the side, nice and tall and weight evenly distributed in both feet. Let's do that check on the other side as well. Hold on to that weight and stand tall, shoulders rolled back. Is that space between your hips and your ribs the same? Perfect, there's no leaning, right? Okay, let's get started now. Feet shoulder width apart, standing tall with the spine. Now string on bottom, pulling the bottom back. Keep those feet shoulder width apart. You're going to sit all the way down And now, very important with this type of squat, tall with the spine on both sides. Your ribs and your hips are staying at that same space. We do not want your hips and ribs to connect together or get closer. You want a lot of spinal alignment here. This really strengthens your obliques. So the sides of your abs here, we're really strengthening the side of the abs, reducing hip and knee issues. We're looking for 10 repetitions as well, and we're gonna do this on both sides. If you feel like the chair is too easy of a step for you, then you're gonna take the step away. Feet shoulder width apart again, lots of space between your hips and ribs, and squat down as low as you feel comfortable and stand back up. We are looking for that string on the bottom, pulling your bottom back, and then come all the way back up and tuck your tailbone under. When doing this type of squat, it is so important that we make sure that that distance between the ribs and the hips stays tall. No leaning to the side with the weight. That's what ends up happening with the baby. And then this side, we're just creating an imbalance here, right? So nice and tall. And then you're gonna do the other side, exactly the same thing. Knees stay shoulder width apart or slightly greater. Keep those knees out to the side with every single repetition. Tall with the spine, we're looking for 10 repetitions. Only go as low as you feel comfortable. This third exercise is my absolute favorite because if you have ever gotten onto the ground to play with your grandkids and then you've tried to get up and you have not been able to, or you hold on to that thing with both hands and push yourself up, then you are gonna love this exercise because it creates the strength and ease to be able to jump right up and chase after the grandkid if you've been on the ground. Let me first show you what the end result is going to be. This is you getting up completely from the ground without anything at all. If you've got knee or ankle issues or even back issues, you might be looking at this version and thinking to yourself, that is never gonna happen. But I promise you it can. We just need to break down this exercise. And there are two key components. We're looking for the mobility and flexibility component, and we're looking for strength. So let's do a little bit of both, and you might actually enjoy the first exercise because it feels like a nice stretch. You're gonna sit on a chair and sit near the end of that chair. Just enough that you can turn your body to the side, and you'll notice you're in a 90-degree angle with the front leg. If you're not in a 90-degree angle, you can always place something underneath your foot, like a yoga block, in order to give you that higher degree angle. From here, right on the edge of your chair, sit tall. Remember, we're always looking for that stability in both hips. You don't want to be leaning to one side over the other. The opposite leg is going to slide back just a little bit. If at first you cannot slide back a lot, you'll see right now my knee is bent a lot. For a lot of people, they'll already start to feel that pain in the knee because of the tightness in the quad, or they have issues getting that leg straight. You can hold your leg here and just work on this level of stretch exactly where it is. You do not need to push this. If you can handle a little bit more, slowly, at least over time, you're going to start to slide that leg back. As you slide back, you might feel more of a stretch, tailbone tucked under. You're going to feel that stretch down your leg. You'll notice this is the beginning of the lunge position that takes you down to the ground. So let's do this on both sides. Feet shoulder width apart now, and we're going to switch directions. You're looking for that 90-degree angle. Hold on to the back of a chair if you need to keep your body upright. And then slowly slide that back leg away. Hold this stretch for about 30 seconds on each side and give it a try 3 times. We're gonna go on to the next level. I don't want you to move even at first right now. All we need to do is start to get that mobility in your knees and start to get that strength. I like to use isometric exercises for this. Isometric exercises are shown to really strengthen the surrounding structures of your joints, which means that you don't have to do a lot of movement and you're still getting that strength. There are many different types of lunges, but today we're gonna focus on the bent knee lunge. Start by having something that you can hold on to on the side. Slowly take a step back until you start to feel that nice stretch in the front of your leg. From here, this is the position we're gonna go to Make sure both hips are facing forward. Bend that front knee only as far as you feel comfortable and hold on if you need for balance. If this is as far as you can go, great. If you can take it a little bit further, bend that back knee. If you've seen some of my other videos, I talk a lot about a straight leg lunge. In this one, because the end goal is all the way down to the ground right from the get-go, then we want to make sure that back leg is bent. If you feel any knee pain, straighten out that back leg, at least for now. We want to find that place where you can hold the position for 30 seconds to a minute. And then switch sides. Okay, so those are the 3 exercises that I recommend. Comment below and let me know which one of the 3 you're gonna tackle first. And remember that last one, it has 2 parts to it, the stretch part and the strengthen. And if you need more guidance on how to get strong with age, then check out this video over here of my client Maria. She's sharing her secrets on how to get stronger over 70.